Hello, I'm John Wilkinson, Chairman-elect of the RSCDS. I'm up here in David Cunningham's studio in Fife today to have an interview with David regarding music and new media development. As you probably know, David is our new Music and New Media Development Officer. Is that right, David?
That's right, John. That's it. Spot on.
And you've got some exciting work planned.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of exciting things. There's so much, it's really difficult to go over it, but it's important, I think, to get the information out to all the members so that they know what we're doing, because we're really trying to gather this sort of community together.
Yeah, communication's a big thing for us. We've always been accused, or often been accused in the past, of not communicating well, and we see that you're here to help us build a network of communication.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. What I'm hoping to do, basically, is use the new media that we have, internet and some of the Facebook and YouTube channels that we've got access to now, to develop a bi-directional communication with the members, so we can send out information to the members in the sense of podcasts and interviews and things like that, as well as actual showing dances and things that are going on throughout the world. But equally, they'll have a way of getting back in touch with us by commenting on what they see, etc, etc, etc. It's just to get the community speaking to each other, and sort of getting the vibrancy going.
And this is not just unique to the UK or to Scotland, in fact, this is fully international.
Absolutely. That's the one thing that the RSCDS has very much in its favour, in the sense that they have an international footprint already.
A big family.
A big family, exactly. And the thing is, if we can capitalise on that so that we keep the international footprint and develop that, it allows us to then start to find other ways of generating income for the society at the end of the day, which is part of what it is that I'm working on.
And I think you'll already find that we have very good communication, perhaps even better communications with overseas members sometimes than we do over here in the UK.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we hear this phrase, new media. Would you like to tell us what that might mean?
Well,
I think I understand, but I might be wrong.
It's actually, new media is quite an old term now, actually. It's as daft as it may seem. It came out in the sort of early to mid-90s when the internet and the media that was around at that time, so effectively at that time it was anything from CD-ROMs to that whole, basically the development of how we distribute, whether it be audio or video or whatever it may be. So the internet in itself actually became part of that. So really it's a case of, when we say new media, it's new as opposed to newspapers and books, etc, etc. That's really basically what it is. But in recent times, we could actually almost specifically talk about Facebook and YouTube and these types of things as specific ways of communicating, and very powerful they can be.
We had a regional forum last weekend in Harrogate, and we were being asked questions, obviously, about new media. One of the things we were trying to encourage was people to actually go to Facebook and say that they like the RSCDS.
Absolutely, yes, exactly. We have the Facebook page has been on the go now for a few months, and it's steadily growing. It's steadily growing in popularity. And it's a case of exactly that. Get people to go and say they like it, and actually start to interact with it. Want people, so that people can actually put their own stamp on what it is that's going up there as well. We will try and keep as much of the information that goes on to the Facebook page on the RSCDS's own website as much as we possibly can, and equally in any written communications that we have. So there'll be little snippets of what's going on via the Facebook back into the written communications, like the magazine and things, for those people that maybe aren't as computer literate, or they want, or forward looking or whatever. Don't want to leave these people out as well, but I think there's lots and lots of people nowadays have access to the internet. So
yeah, I think from my own personal point of view, I was not a Facebook user until relatively recently. Now I am, and now I go on and say I like the RSCDS. I think we need to educate some of our members to do things like that.
Yes, absolutely. yeah. I think it's all good. It's all working in the right direction anyway. I think there is a lot of YouTube clips of video already on the internet. What I've already done is I've pulled together a handful of them that were on the internet already and put them onto the RSCDS's YouTube channel.
Right.
What we're hoping to do with that specifically is pull together as many of the videos as we can. So if people are putting things on YouTube at all, if members are doing it, if they could get in touch and let me know that they're doing it and where they're putting them, if they have their own channels, get in touch and we'll try and interact so that we can work so that the RSCDS's channel becomes a hub, if you want to call it that, for where you can go and view Scottish dance on the internet.
I was going to talk about that because we really want quality in there,
yes,
as much as possible.
Yes.
At the moment, I know that you can go online and you can look up how dances are done, but the quality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Exactly.
And we're not in that game.
No, exactly. So what the idea behind the RSCDS's Facebook, the YouTube page, channel, I'll start that wee bit again. The idea behind the RSCDS's YouTube channel is a case of giving people the access to the stuff that's already there.
Yeah.
But we'll also be developing our own videos that will go on. So they are the official videos, if you want to call it that, and they will have things from dances and performances. So there'll be music and dance and a lot of entertainment value in them, and some teaching value in them as well. Over time, that'll all start to pull together. As I say, it would be lovely if we could almost have inside that channel, each branch could have their own little place where they could always upload or tell us, and we would put their videos that they're doing, so that people could go there and actually, you could actually, inside the channel, there could be they're called playlists, but there could be a playlist for each, for each one of the branches could have their own playlist.
I know some of the branches do things like that already.
Yeah.
Have their own websites
They
and their
do.
own pages, but others don't.
Exactly.
But there's no reason why they couldn't share.
Exactly, and I think because it's the old story that it's divide and conquer, isn't it? Well, we want to do the exact opposite. We want to get everybody together because there's already a lot of things happening on the internet, but we have far more, as the society, we have far more presence and far more clout, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Culturally more clout and economically more clout as well, in the sense that if we gather together all these people that are there on an internet source, and we can prove that it's getting watched and interacted with, we can then go to the companies, the bigger companies that have a Scottish cultural interest, and actually get monetize some of the things, and that's really hopefully a way that we can go.
That's a long-term aim, which is great, because we've already spoken to sponsors over many years without any great deal of sponsorship, but that seems to be a revenue stream channel that's a possibility.
Absolutely, it could be a revenue stream, and it could also be, dare I say it, a member's benefit if we want to go as far as that, in the sense, if say you're a professional accountant. If you're with a certain body, because you're a professional accountant, you get cheaper insurance, or you might get cheaper X, Y, or Z. You'll get a deal. Hopefully, if we keep moving in this direction, we should be able to build links with companies that effectively should allow us to do a very similar thing for members. So, but that's, as I say, that's long term. But that's the area it would be great if we could move into.
One of the things that